A number of schools, businesses, and organizations are closed for the day as snow continues to fall in southern Wisconsin.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 Now, our noon edition on this Tuesday. A winter storm warning is in effect for southern Wisconsin until 3 a.m. tomorrow. Chris Reese is over in the Weather Center with the latest. Boy, that just keeps getting extended.
Yeah, it started early and then it got extended later on tonight as these rounds of light snow now continue to take over for us, Mark. Right now, temperatures are 29 degrees outside. We do still have those winds out of the north at 8 miles per hour. Wind chills, folks, as cold as 21 degrees. And we're still going to see that light snow fall as we go through the rest of the afternoon and evening. Here's what we're watching right now. These snow showers are kind of going to pop up like summer thunderstorms. They may not be showing up on radar, but as we go into the afternoon, every now and then you might just see another snow shower pop up, and some of these folks can really put down some snow in a short amount of time. They have good snow ratios with them as well, which means they can be quick to accumulate. Now here's what we have going on in our atmosphere. We still have what's known as the upper level low. That's back to our west, and so this is going to allow this extra snow up north to rotate towards the south and east through time, and so that is going to mean more snow for us. Again, those winter storm warnings have been extended now until 3 a.m. They initially ended at midnight, but we're extending those through 3 a.m. for the potential of 1 to 3 more inches of snow. For reference, we have 8.25 inches of snow at the station right now. So expect that through the afternoon. Winds will also become gusty as well, upwards of 20 to 30 miles per hour. That is going to mean more in the way of blowing snow. When all is said and done, Mark, some folks could see more than 9 inches of snow. Again, we're at 8.25 here at the station. Towards the north and west of Madison, we could see more than a foot of snow by the end of this system.
All right. Be careful out there. It's
Absolutely.
A lot of snow.
Yes.
And many communities in our area have declared snow emergencies. The emergency in Madison lasts until 7 a.m. tomorrow, and alternate side parking restrictions are in effect citywide, even on the Isthmus. And here are some other cities which have declared snow emergencies. We have a list on how the declarations will impact these communities online at Channel3000.com. Street crews in Madison are working to clear snow-covered roads, and yesterday they spent the day salting all residential roads, a move that they haven't done since the 1970s. City leaders said the decision wasn't taken lightly, having to weigh driver safety versus the environmental impact of salt on the lakes. And when it comes to plowing streets, Madison is reminding people the heavy snow might slow down plowing operations. Jamie Perez joins us live with an update on the road conditions out there. Jamie?
Yeah, so if you were driving out on the roads this morning, you know that it was still really slippery just with how much snow we accumulated overnight. It's kind of hard for those crews to keep up with just how much snowfall we got. I'm going to have the cameraman pan down to my feet. It's all icy down here, and it's very hard to walk on the sidewalks. Me and the photographer both tripped a little bit before this live shot, so we're going to try to avoid that. But I am going to try to walk over here just to show you this street that is not plowed here, just to show you an example of just how much time it takes for them to get to all the streets here. There's about 1,700 miles of streets in Madison that they have to get through, and we just talked to one of them, and they said it takes about 14 to 16 hours to get through all of the streets. Now, keep in mind, they are sanding and salting the streets at the same time. There is salt mixed in with that sand mixture, so make sure you're taking care of your cars, because all of this can corrode your cars, but at the expense is that it's keeping you safer on the roads. It is still a little bit sloshy out there, still a little bit messy, but like I said, it's going to take a little bit of time for them to be able to clear roads like this one. Most of the streets around here, besides this one that we're standing on right now, are pretty much cleared for the most part. But again, still a little bit slippery, so keep in mind that when you're out and about driving today. Otherwise, stay inside. Take it as a snow day. A lot of schools and businesses are closed and canceled, so stay inside, enjoy the warmth, don't slip and fall like we did, and I'll have more on the road conditions and just how much the roads get better throughout the day coming up on News 3 Now at 4, 5, and 6. We'll see you then.
We'll see you throughout the day. Thank you, Jamie. Be careful out there. Schools all over southern Wisconsin are trying to figure out how to make up for these snow days. Mount Horeb is one that canceled today, and that district is not able to make up days at the end of the year because of a construction project at the high school. So the district plans to cancel a parent-teacher conference day at the end of this month, along with a professional development day the day after, and early release days throughout the rest of the year are canceled. Construction on the school expected to start in late May. All activities have been canceled today through MSCR. Evening activities may be held this evening, but that decision will be made later today. In other news, 4 officers credited with saving countless lives during last September's workplace shooting in Middleton will be honored at the State Assembly today. Middleton police officer Tyler Lothar and Richard O'Connor, along with Dane County deputies Matthew Earl and David Lambrecht, will be named hometown heroes during the Assembly session today. Those 4 men responded to the shooting at WTS Paradigm last September and shot and killed gunman Anthony Tong before he was able to kill anyone in that office building. And the State Assembly will also be taking up a Republican proposal to cut taxes for middle-class families today. Republicans say the plan would save the average taxpayer about $170 and plan to use a 1-year budget surplus to pay for it. However, Governor Evers says that he will not support that bill because it doesn't have funding in place for future years. He favors his own plan, which he says would save taxpayers $225 and would be funded by capping a tax credit for manufacturers. Republicans have said that they will not support that idea.
I look forward to reviewing the full text as soon as possible and hope the Senate can act on this legislation in short order.
No one gets everything they want in these agreements. The president must sign it and not cause another shutdown.
Negotiators on Capitol Hill say that they have reached a deal to secure the border and avoid another government shutdown, but it's still unclear if the president will support the bipartisan deal. Congressional sources tell CBS News the deal includes nearly $1.4 billion for physical barriers, including 55 miles of border fencing, but no wall. Democrats urged President Trump to sign off on the deal, but some Republicans are concerned, as you heard. If the deal is not passed and signed by Friday night, there will be another partial government shutdown. And this just into the Channel 3000 Alert Center. Jurors have reached a verdict in the trial of Joaquin El Chapo Guzman Loria. The Mexican drug lord was found guilty. He allegedly pocketed nearly $14 billion as the head of the murderous Sinaloa cartel. He could face up to life in federal prison. And there's more to come on News 3 at noon. I'm next. We'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Make this Valentine's Day extra special with a homemade candy dish cake that'll melt anyone's heart. When it comes to Valentine's Day, it's pretty typical to either give or receive flowers and candy. But this year, instead of simply picking up a box of candy, how about making a decadent layered cake that doubles as an edible candy dish? You can even use your sweetheart's favorite candies to make it. Now, if that doesn't score you points, I don't know what will. We start by baking a vanilla cake mix, except we add some vanilla pudding and milk to the batter to make it extra moist. After our cake cools, we ice both layers with a rich chocolatey frosting. Don't worry about making it look perfect. Now we arrange these chocolate wafer cookies around the entire cake. You see, the frosting acts like glue. Then we place a chocolate truffle in the center and lay a few of the remaining wafer cookies on the top, like this. To finish it up, we fill each section with a different candy and tie a ribbon around the whole thing to fancy it up and help make sure the cookies stay in place. Imagine bringing this to that someone special instead of a ho-hum box of chocolates. To get the recipe for our candy dish layer cake, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a sweet as candy way for you to say, ooh, it's so good. I think I'm gonna try one of these to start.
I think I put on weight watching that. Thank you, Howard. Southern Wisconsin has already seen several inches of snow. More is on the way. Chris Reese is tracking this winter storm for us next in the First Alert Forecast. Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour, shall we? The Dow Industrials, we don't have those numbers. No, we don't. All right, let's go with, let's head over to Q106 Farm Director Pam Yankee with a look at the ag news on this snowy Tuesday. You there, Pam?
I'm here.
Good,
I'm here.
good. Good to see
Been
you.
here since 2 o'clock this morning, so forgive the present, but the best part about when I come in is at least I get a good parking spot if I stick around. So that's the bright spot on an otherwise snowy kind of day. And everybody's talking about the weather, Mark. It's not just Wisconsinites. In fact, in Chicago, they got nailed with coating of ice overnight and then snow on top of that. So traders that tried to get down to LaSalle Street, they were talking about the weather. Then they got there, and lo and behold, the state of Texas kicked out its first planting report of the year. Believe it or not, there are farmers in the Big Bend area of Texas. They've already got corn in the ground. The other reason why they're talking about weather in Chicago is you take a look around, start thinking about all the snow that's adding up and how long it's going to take for that snow to be gone. They are expecting we are not going to have an early spring planting season for this year. But again, come on. It's the, 12th of February? So the grain trade is also up on the midday, especially soybeans. I noticed about double digits stronger now. We are keeping an eye on what's going on in Beijing. Remember, those talks are still underway. Some trade analysts say the March 1st deadline is really not as hard and firm as we might have thought. It is going to take, they say, a meeting between President Trump and President Xi to see if we're going to get some resolution between the United States and China. But like I said, it's all about optimism right now in the marketplace. Now, watch, I'll turn my back and everything will fall apart. But for right now, beans in particular are up double digits on the midday. You know, our dairy markets are also a little bit stronger on the midday. Fluid milk contracts for March and April, both were trading up about 14 cents, 14 to 18 cents, as a matter of fact. So we're pushing towards $15 on those fluid milk contracts on the midday. I think those numbers, no, that's not, those numbers are so far wrong from a long time ago. We haven't seen $17 on fluid milk contracts for probably 8 months. Our barrel cheese today up a penny at 141 and a quarter. 40-pound block cheese unchanged at 156. Double A butter down a penny and a half at 225 and a half. I want to make sure my dairy farmers know that we're still working through this brand new beautiful set at WISC, and every once in a while, I think some of the numbers are throwbacks to the previous WISC set.
We found him in the corner over here.
Yeah, believe me, my dairy farmers would love it if I had $17 milk, but not for a long time.
Yes, wishful thinking. All right, we'll get that straightened out. Thank you,
right,
Pam. Be
deal.
careful out there.
Okay.
Chris is here now with a look at our weather, and the winter storm warning continues.
That's right. The winter storm warning does continue, but some of the students out here are having fun because they are out of school. So I've got 3 Memorial High School students behind me, and they are having the time of their lives out here on the weather patio. I gotta ask, like, where's your coat, man? Just the high schoolers, right? They are certainly having some fun. And honestly, if you have the chance to do so, get out and do so. This is probably one of the warmest snows that we have had. A lot of those snows were followed up by bitterly cold air. We've had at least some of those warmer temperatures, but here's a live look over our parking lot right now. It certainly looks like a winter wonderland. Still a little bit of light snow falling over downtown as well. The temperature 29 degrees, wind still out of the north at 8 miles per hour. Now we are at this point are transitioning into a period where the snow is more so going to become snow showery in nature instead of that widespread moderate to heavy snow. The thing is, kind of like in the summer when thunderstorms pop up, you could see some more snow showers pop up as this upper level low swings on through here. And any of these could be remotely heavy at times, putting down some additional snow. So that winter storm warning has been extended now until 3 a.m. Winter weather advisory is extended until 3 a.m. as well for more snow that we're going to have through here. Some of that could linger, folks, into the evening rush hour with more light to moderate snow coming on down. And we could wait until 10 or 11 o'clock before we truly begin to turn a lot of that snowfall off. It's also going to be very windy during that time. Wind gusts picking back up upwards of 20 to 30 miles per hour overnight and into Wednesday morning. That's going to lead to a lot of blowing and drifting snow. Any snow that's on the ground where roads may have been cleared once could become recovered. So when all is said and done, we're looking at 6 to 9 inches of snow here in Madison. And I'll tell you what, here on the patio, we have 8.25 inches. So we're already approaching the high end of that. 4 to 6 inches as you work your way towards the south and east, 9 to 12 inches or more towards the north. Here's some of the bigger snows that we've had here at the station. This one so far, one of the biggest of the season, and that is counting with any more snow that we may put down on the ground. This is the airport. Now, as of 6 a.m. this morning, the airport had 5.7 inches of snow. Here's why that's important. We had a very below average season of snowfall, but with that 5.7 inches as of 6 a.m., that pushed us up to 36.4 inches of snowfall so far this season, which is 1.5 inches above normal, and we still have updates to go. So we have gone from below normal with a very slow start to now above normal when it comes to the snowfall, and it's possible that we could see some additional light snow as we go through Thursday night. Beyond that, though, the good news, because I know we have had storm after storm after storm, I do think we are going to begin to go into a pattern that's going to relax at least just a little bit here and allow us some more sunshine, but things are going to be a lot colder. That's the trade-off there with high pressure coming out of Canada and just staying in control. But in the meantime, enjoy the rest of the snow out there today. Have a good Valentine's Day on Thursday, and know that a few snowflakes could fly that night as well. Maybe even some snowballs if you are like these high school students behind me.
Yeah, your buddies are having a good time out there.
Oh, they're having a great time. I think they're getting tired. I'm using all their energy so that they are tired and ready to go back to school tomorrow.
That's good. Wear them out. That's,
Absolutely.
That's good. Thanks, Chris.
My pleasure.
Well, now it's time to call in with your pet questions. Veterinarian Craig Schley joins us this week, taking your calls live in studio. That's coming up, 270-9933. The number to call, 270-9933. We'll be right back. Veterinarian Craig Schley is here taking your calls at 270-9933. Thanks for braving the weather.
Hey, thanks
How are
for
the
having
roads?
me. Oh, they're terrible.
You're in Monona at the citywide.
Monona and Citywide Pet Clinic. Yep. Yep. We got a great team over there, great veterinarians, great staff.
Oh, great.
Yep.
Check you out. Let's get to the phones. We got plenty of calls. We'll start with Dawn from Madison. Hi, Dawn. What's your question?
Yeah, I have a 16-year-old cat, and she's got like one major gnat under her chin, and she won't let anybody get it out.
Yeah,
Wondering what to do.
that's a tough one. You might be able to get together with your groomer or a veterinarian or a veterinary technician and go ahead and maybe clip that out with the clippers, nice and gentle and easy. Some of these older cats, they can get thinner skin, and if you go to tug on that, you can tear the skin.
Ooh, that's not good.
No, it's not a great situation. So maybe just clipping it with the clippers would be the best thing to do.
All right.
Especially if it's been there for a while.
And maybe take her to the vet. You can have the extra hands.
The extra hands of the veterinary staff and team, yeah, it will help a lot.
All right, let's go to Kelly in Madison. Hi, Kelly.
Hi there.
Hi, what's your question?
Yes, my cat at 21 years old has hurt her hind leg, so I've had her in diapers, and she has lost hair around the legs where the diaper hits. Is this normal?
Yeah, anywhere you're going to put a diaper on an animal, you're going to see probably some hair, some abrasion on the skin from the diaper, because some of those diapers, you put them on too tight, they're going to cause trauma to the skin. They'll actually wear the hair away, cause some trauma to the skin. So you need to put those on pretty loose. If you don't need it on all the time, that would be great to keep it off some of the time as well. The other thing is, if she hasn't had her leg looked at by a veterinarian yet, it might not be a bad idea to have that done.
Because that can get infected.
Yeah, I mean, the primary underlying cause, why is her leg, why is she not using her leg? Right. So can that be corrected or not? And that's something your veterinarian is going to help you decide.
All right, Barbara in Waupun. Hi, Barbara.
Hi there.
Hi, what's your question?
I have a 12-year-old Pekingese that they want to put under sedation and clean his teeth and remove what they call a backed up tear duct, and I'm very paranoid to do that.
Just because of the age of the dog?
12.
Yeah, the age, 12 years old, Pekingese, under anesthesia. You want to have that worked up and checked out probably if you're very concerned about it. If there's any underlying heart murmurs that the veterinarian can hear, you might want to consider some further heart evaluation, echocardiogram, stuff like that. But otherwise, if your dog is in good health for 12 years old, anesthesia is very safe.
Right.
So I know a lot of people I talk to are very stressed when it comes to anesthesia in their pets. But we do a great job with anesthesia. With a lot of the stuff that we're using in our pet clinics, they're using on the human side. And we're doing a great job monitoring.
Get the heart checked out.
Yeah.
Man, bad teeth could be worse than going under.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen dogs with bad teeth, and they can get renal failure, liver disease from bad teeth.
All right, Craig, thanks for coming out today.
Yeah, it's great.
Thanks for calling. Stay on the line. Craig will talk to you off the air. Here's one final check of the forecast. Chris?
We still have some snowflakes that are going to fly as we go into the late evening and even nighttime hours. It's possible to see another 1 to 3 inches of snow when all is said and done, but expect a grand total of 6 to 9 inches of snow by the end of this storm.
All right, be careful out there. We'll see you back here at 4. Have a great afternoon.